EU mission is the only fully fledged international election observation mission with a long-term presence observing the 2025 Kosovo parliamentary elections. They will work in 9 teams of 2, and the teams are of mixed nationalities and gender. The EU election observation missions present on the ground aims to observe and assess how the electoral process complies with the electoral law of Kosovo, but also international standards and the previous recommendations we have made in order to contribute to an inclusive, credible and transparent election process. The objective is that Kosovo voters are able to fully express their electoral choices. The mission's presence also underlines continuous EU support for Kosovo to further strengthen its democratic governance. We are also showing this importance in numbers. At the moment of the election, there will be over 100 EU election observers on the ground. Therefore, the EU mission is the only fully fledged international election observation mission with a long-term presence observing the 2025 Kosovo parliamentary elections. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. we are deploying a team of long-term observers across Kosovo. The long-term observers come from 18 different countries, including European Union member states, Norway and Switzerland. They will work in 9 teams of 2, and the teams are of mixed nationalities and gender. They will assess the campaign and preparations for the elections, and they cover all municipalities. The long-term observers are independent and impartial observers. They will meet local election officials, candidates, and representatives of political parties, as well as civil society and local media representatives. Shortly before election day, the mission will be reinforced by 36 short-term observers, a delegation of 7 members of the European Parliament, and up to 36 diplomats from EU member states, as well as Canada, Norway and Switzerland, accredited in Kosovo. The fundamental principle of EU election observation, and I would really like to insist on it, are independence, impartiality, consistency, long-term approach, professionalism, it goes without saying, but better to say it, and non-interference. Our mission, our responsibility is about observing the electoral process.